Naya, if you want to sort of create this sense of diversity and inclusion, and we want to aspire our community and the community that we have here in this hackathon to help people, to make people feel included, to help sustain and show people what technology can give. And with that, I think Naya's probably back, so I'll give the mic to her.
Hi, thank you, Kevin, and sorry about the technical difficulties. As Kevin said, we do strive to create a safe space within SF Hacks, and we hope to represent difference and to make everyone feel free to fit in. And then now that you know a little bit about what SF Hacks is, I would just like to introduce the students behind our organization. This is our lovely team that I have gotten the honor to get to know throughout this past year. And I just wanted to give my appreciation and gratitude to them for allowing me to be their president this year. Now, going into the hackathon schedule for today, as you can see on the left-hand side, we have timestamps. And for those in a different time zone, this is in PST, just a preface. But as you can see, here we are now in the opening ceremony. Again, welcome on behalf of SF Hacks. Next thing on our agenda is at 5 p.m., we will be having a mixer. And this is a great opportunity for those that do not have your team. This is completely okay if you want to work individually, but this is a great opportunity for you guys also to ask questions to the SF Hacks team as well. Next up, we have our Women in STEM Q&A panel. And in lieu of International Women's Month, I highly encourage you guys to join us in this panel where you guys are able to ask questions for highly distinguished individuals working in the tech industry. And then finally, to end our events for the day at 7 p.m., we will be hosting our website mini competition Q&A. And that is where our own website creators are going to host this mini competition to challenge you guys to add your own flair to our website, and more details to come during the ceremony. And then Saturday is the busiest event schedule of the weekend. And to kick things off bright and early at 8 a.m., we will be having our cybersecurity case study workshop, where Miguel Horta and Tashawn Hill will go over the basics of cybersecurity, what it's like working in the field, and going over an interactive case study. Next up at 9 a.m., we will be having our intro to game development, where Joyce Lee will go over the most important systems and concepts using Unreal Engine 4. And this is a great opportunity for gamers to bring your own ideas to life. And I highly recommend before this workshop to download Unreal Engine 4, since it will be a highly interactive workshop. And then at 10 a.m., we will be having our first keynote presenter, Uche, who is currently a software engineer at Omada Health, and he will be talking about his journey through the tech world. And then at 10:30, we will be having our website development workshop. At 11:30, that is where you guys have the freedom to continue working on your guys' projects. Be sure to take frequent breaks, get some water, stretch a little bit, because I know this will be a very tiring weekend for you all. At 12 p.m., we continue our workshops with an interview preparation workshop, where Fatima Taj will give a walkthrough of tech interviews and the art of networking during COVID. This is a very great workshop for you all to ask as many questions as you can about the tech interview process, especially during the time of COVID. And this is great since Fatima just recently went through the interview process very recently. At 1 p.m., we will be having our Intro to Machine Learning workshop, where Ahmed Asadi will discuss a deeper learning of how machine learning works and answer questions in regards to the best use of ML category. And then at 2:30, we will be having our next keynote speakers, which will be Chris and Sandeep, and they will talk about their journey of creating their startup, Food Haven. And this is a great keynote speaker speech for you guys to join if you guys want to start your own startup and put your ideas into action and get that inspiration. At 3 p.m., we will be having our introduction to Azure and Q&A panel, where John Kotker will show you how to access Microsoft Azure for free as a student and how to leverage the cool public APIs for your next project. And then finally, at 4 p.m., we will be having our blockchain development workshop, where Alex Lewin will introduce how blockchain is used in our world and how to build a simple blockchain project. And then another quick reminder to take a mental health check. Be sure to check in on your hydration and to take care of yourselves throughout this weekend. At 5:30, our MLH rep Sajid will be hosting the MLH games, which he will be going over during the ceremony. And then at 6:30, that is the end of our event schedule. And be sure to not stay up too late, get some brain rest. And I do want to preface a quick reminder that Sunday is daylight savings time. So if you reside in an area that doesn't observe it, please be mindful of that time change. And then finally on Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., that is basically where you guys have the freedom to continue working on your project, finalizing any details as you can before our Blacks in Tech panel, which will be at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that is where there will be a panel full of distinguished individuals who are continuously increasing the representation of Black people in the technology industry. And then this is an important thing to take away from all of this, is that project submissions are due at 1 p.m. PST time. Please preface that there will be daylight savings, so please be sure to check your time zones and plan accordingly. 1 to 4 p.m., that is when you guys are able to rest, relax, while we will be judging your wonderful projects. And then from 4 to 6 p.m., we will be having our closing ceremony and announcing the prize winners. And then after that, that is the end of SF Hacks 2022. Now, I know I said a lot of things about what will be going on throughout this weekend, but if you are interested in where to find the links to our events, you can visit our website, sfhacks.io, and you can see on the right-hand side, there will be a link icon where you can simply click on it and you can find these Zoom links there. Additionally, throughout our Discord, we will be having our lovely officers announcing the workshops and also the Zoom links accordingly. And now I will be handing the mic back off to one of our lovely officers, Kevin.
I don't know about lovely, but thank you so much, Naya. I really think you should take like a quick water break because you said so many things, so much information. So thank you for that. So I'm gonna virtually take the mic from you and start, I guess, speaking. All right. So I want to introduce first, if you guys can notice the QR code at the very, I guess, the right over here, or maybe there, depending on how my Zoom is. That's going to be the QR code where most, or if not all of our social media is at, including the links to almost everything that we have. So it is a really great fountain of information that has a lot of things that we share. But the main things that you should be looking at would be the things at the very left of this share screen right over here, the Discord. So that's where we share all of our links. This is where we do all of our announcements. This will be the main source of information for you in this hackathon. So you can go there, you can ask questions, you can talk to anyone, you can talk to mentors, or even the sponsored folks who are there to help as well. The next one is the dev post. So we do have a dev post, which is going to be linked as well. This is where you submit your project. So I do recommend creating an account, figuring out everything right in the very beginning. So that way, when it comes for project submissions, you're not scrapping at the very last minute and stressing out and trying to sign in and figure things out right then. So I would try to get that started and looked at ASAP. That way you don't have to worry about it as much. All right. The last one would be our Instagram. So we do post a lot of great things here. Ariana, who's going to be shown in the next few slides, will kind of be taking charge of that. So there'll be a lot of competitions or raffles that we'll have there. Also a lot of, sneak peeks at the stuff that you can see behind, I guess, behind the screen of an officer. All right, can you go to the next slide? So this is just the tracks that we have all right here. So at first hand, it may look a little off, right? Because it's inclusivity, sustainability, mental health, and all of a sudden it's machine learning. My take on this is that machine learning pretty much exists everywhere right now. And it's a pretty big topic in today's world. So one of the things that I challenge you all in a nice way is to include machine learning in whatever project you do. So if you want to make something for inclusivity or sustainability or mental health, there is, I'm sure you can come up with a way to have machine learning help out with that. Because with the state of the world, we want to make sure that we are all okay. So with that, those are the tracks that we have, and these are all information that's widely available to us. And now we're going to go over the prizes that we would have. So we are leaning towards more money prizes. That way it's sort of more fair with people who have more or fewer members. So this is the best overall hack category, which comes in three different levels. So there's the first, second, and third. All right. So these are the money prizes that will go to the whole team. So it'll be 600, 400, and 200. But along with that, you will also get a signed certificate, which, you know, is sort of a nice bonus to add on things like your LinkedIn. It's a nice thing to have to print out if you'd like, but it'll basically say that you won this prize and you won that in this competition. All right. And then can you go to the next slide, please? So the next one, oh, I think it went low. Yeah. So the next one is going to be our other categories or other tracks, or sorry, other categories for prizes, which will be the best UI UX, which is going to be for 250. So this is, along with the next one, an opt-in category, which means when you go on your dev post, you select that you created a project for this category. All right. The next one, or I guess the last one that I'll talk about, is the best beginner hack. So this one is a little bit different. For this one, you have to be quote unquote classified a beginner, and that would be an opt-in. So you can opt to choose to be the beginner in the best beginner hack to qualify for that. But one thing to note is that if you opt in for best beginner, your project will not be considered for first, second, or third place prizes. This is sort of the distinction that we make to give people who, you know, may consider themselves as a beginner a sort of chance to be able to have that space and compete with other people who also maybe think of themselves as beginners, but, you know, we're all great and we're all going to do this. All right. And it also comes with certificates, which is, you know, serves the same purpose. Put on your LinkedIn, put on anywhere, put on your resume, and it's just a nice little bonus to add. All right. And with that, I think that's my slide, and thank you so much.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Hi, so I'm Ahmed from Elemento AI. We're an MLOps platform. Many of you probably don't know what MLOps is. I'm going to mention it briefly. For those who know what DevOps is, machine learning is roughly analogous. MLOps is roughly analogous to it in that the relation that DevOps stands in with software development, MLOps stands in with machine learning. So it's a set of best practices for managing the machine learning lifecycle. So that includes training, deployment, scaling, testing, monitoring, kind of everything on the perimeter of machine learning. I'm going to give you a surprising statistic that about 20% of companies which use machine learning successfully deploy those models, which means that 80% fail to. And that's really because of an MLOps problem, which they don't solve internally. But we've gone ahead and solved a lot of those problems. So we offer things like seamless serverless deployment of models, a feature store, all sorts of tools and infrastructure you might need for MLOps. Okay, so what's the competition? It's going to be in the NFT space. What we'd like you all to do is to take a bunch of transactions involving some of the top NFT projects, and you're going to find the whales. Whales are market movers, people who do a lot of volume on the blockchain. So they're going to be determining to a large extent the price fluctuations of these projects. So we'd like you to be able to not only find them, but also to predict their movements. This model can make you a lot of money if you build it successfully, and I think it's pretty exciting. We'll use our platform to host the model and to help you with model development. So you'll all be given access to that, and I'll give you more information during my workshop on Saturday, and that's the official start time. And you can always reach out on Discord with any questions. And as far as prizes go, we're going to give teams OpenAI and Elemento MLOps credit, and everyone who participates will get $50 in Elemento Ops credit. And you can use that, like I said, to host your models, to store your features. As far as the OpenAI goes, OpenAI is Elon Musk's AI company. It's one of the premier AI companies right now, with top research labs. And they've built the largest model in existence, GPT-3 language model. And you can use these credits to use the language model. And one thing you might do is these credits are sufficient for generating 2,000 articles automatically. And you can go ahead and spam your way to heaven if you want. You can do all sorts of things. You can deploy these cutting edge models using our platform and pretty much for free have a minimum viable product for a startup. So we hope one of you takes advantage of these resources. So look forward to Saturday when I speak more about it. Thank you, guys.
Hello, so the next category of prizes is HyperX's Best Gaming Hack. HyperX is a gaming gear brand committed to making sure every gamer feels they are included. And this prize goes to the team that submits the best gaming life hack. So each of the winning team members will receive an Alloy FPS RGB mechanical gaming keyboard. On to next slide. Okay. The next category is the best use of Assembly AI. Assembly AI is an AI company that offers accurate APIs for speech to text. You can use these APIs to automatically transcribe and understand audio or video data in just a few lines of code. With Assembly AI, you can automatically convert async and live audio streams into text and understand your audio data with features like summarization, content moderation, topic detection, and more. Each of the winning team members will receive a $50 Amazon gift card. Thank you.
Hey everyone, so this year we're hosting yet another web development and design mini event. If you guys were here yesterday or last year participated during our web development event that we hosted then, the prizes would be shown on the right side, and I encourage you to ask any questions that you might have in our Discord text channels, which I'll be talking about in the next slide. So kind of first glance, there's a ton of text channels, but I'd say the most important ones would be the attendance and announcements, as well as the Ask SF Hacks. Basically, the attendance, we're going to be sending out Google Forms for you to kind of check in for your attendance. And the first 100 people who will take attendance for at least 2 out of the 3 days will be receiving some swag. And lastly, I strongly recommend you to actually minimize the text channels because it probably feels like your whole screen. If you don't think you'll be using the mentoring channel, but I definitely recommend opening like the attendance and announcements one, or even turning on notification just so you don't miss any Zoom links or any attendance links that we're going to send out in the future. Soon after this live stream, I'm also going to be sending out a group registration Google form. Basically, it's for those who created teams after RSVPing. So you could kind of account and register for the people in your team. So if you do place, then we'll be able to announce all the members as well as your team name. And here's some of our general FAQs that we get all the time. You could feel free to take a screenshot, but we'll also send out the slide deck after this, after the live stream. But again, if you do have any more questions, I strongly recommend using the Ask SF Hacks text channel. Our officer is going to be monitoring the chat throughout the hackathon, answering any questions related to swag or projects or group creation, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to pass it on to the MLH for them to talk about that part.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sajid, and I'm a coach here at MLH at Major League Hacking. You can follow our social medias on Twitter at MLHacks or our Facebook at Major League Hacking. I'm going to be dropping a lot of information on y'all, and you don't have to memorize it. Everything you need this weekend will be on hack.mlh.io. But first off, what is Major League Hacking? We are the global hacker community, and it's our mission to empower hackers. In fact, we've empowered over 135,000 hackers, just like you all. By being here, you're winning community points for your school. Anytime you attend a member event, a local hack day, or a local host, you are earning points in our season-long ranking contest. Be sure to grab a beautiful limited edition 2022 season mascot tee. All you have to do is keep your address updated in our registration. But what are we doing this weekend? First off, we're hosting the U.S. Air Force Cybersecurity Challenges, Saturday at 5:30 p.m. on Discord. After that, we'll have a fun game called Wikipedia Races. We have all the resources you need. Auth.io is hosting a competition this weekend. The best use of Auth.io APIs will be winning a swag bundle. Circle CI is also hosting a competition this weekend. Best use of any CI/CD application using Circle CI will be winning their own Circle CI branded mug, beanie, socks, and sticker pack. Deso Coin is giving out $100 worth of Deso Coin to the best app using Deso, the official Web3 sponsor of Major League Hacking Hackathon League. If you're building with hardware this weekend, you can earn a sweet hardware prize. DigiKey is sponsoring a competition with the best hardware hack. Domain.com is giving everyone a free .tech domain name from domain.com. The weekend code this weekend is BGreen22. You and your team can win an Octocat swag bundle. By signing up to the global campus and having the most creative use of GitHub, you'll have the chance to win your own Octocat statue. Please be sure to link your GitHub repo in your submission, though. GitHub is also giving away a student developer pack. If you have your own student email, you'll be able to get access to thousands of dollars of professional grade tools for free. Google Cloud is giving away up to $25 of Google Cloud credits. We'll have a first and second place for their competition of best use of Google Cloud. Twilio is giving everyone a $50 free trial. And if you build a hack with any Twilio API, you could win your very own swag bundle. No matter whether you win or not, everyone who demoed this weekend will be winning their own iDemo sticker, tailor-made to SF Hacks 2022. If you don't know where to start, we're here to help. GitHub and CockroachDB have a ton of hackathon starter kits for anyone to get started with. I know a lot of you all are college students and looking for jobs. Well, the MLH Career Lab is here for you. Companies like Capital One, Qualtrics, and AB and Dev are all looking to hire hackers just like you all. But on a more serious note, Major League Hacking Hackathons are a safe space for everyone. And by being here, you are agreeing to the MLH Code of Conduct. We want everyone to be respectful because harassment and abuse are not tolerated. If you're having an issue, please see someone. We want you to have an amazing time. And if you can't find someone, please use this phone number or email. Thank you again to all of our partners. This wouldn't be possible without you.
Thank you, Sajid. And on a final note, if you guys all have any questions or concerns, as Jonathan has said previously, be sure to ask the SF Hacks team on our Discord text channel, Ask SF Hacks. And also, if you have any questions, you can also ask us during the mixer, which will be our next event. And then on behalf of our SF Hacks team, thank you for joining SF Hacks 2022.